How do you avoid saying and during a media interview? This is something that causes a lot of stress for executives, political figures, and others in the news. I will give you some very specific practical tips in just a moment, but first let's step back and do an assessment. How big is the problem? You should practice your interviews on video, listen to it, and if you have only 2-3 ums in the course of a 3 or 4 minute interview, I wouldn't worry about it. Most human beings say and occasionally. Some of the people I know who say and more than anyone: David Letterman, the former late night talk show host, Martha Stewart. They say and all the time. Guess what? They made tens of millions of dollars a year talking. So maybe there's a bigger problem than the occasional and I'm much more interested in you focusing on having an interesting message and great quotes and sound bites rather than the occasional and But all things being equal, the fewer uhs and ums, the better. Here's the technique I use. I simply type up the word or or print it out, and draw a red circle around it with a slash mark, the international no sign, like no left turn, no parking, the no sign on top of that or and then I stick it on top of a cell phone, a watch, a computer screen of clients. And after a week, it reconditions your brain so that you simply pause. People say, well, I don't know what to fill the space with. That's why I'm filling the sound with or Fill it with silence. Silence is your punctuation when you're speaking in a media interview or a speech. By the way, this works with any filler word. I'm pretty good at not saying and but I had a problem myself. I was starting answers to questions in media interviews with well. So I actually typed up the word well and printed it out, put a red international no sign. I actually have it on. For those of you watching on YouTube or one of the video platforms, I just held up my cell phone and it has well on it with a no sign. So I am reinforcing in my own brain, don't say well. Use these tips and your uhs and ums will disappear.